Rupperswil murder case. In the Rupperswil murder case, 4 people were found killed on December 21, 2015, after a house fire in Rupperswil, Aargau in Switzerland, one of the worst crimes in Swiss history. The perpetrator, Thomas Nick, was found guilty in March 2018 and sentenced to life imprisonment. Events and investigation. On December 21, 2015, firemen were called to a fire in a house in Rupperswil, a village in Aargau in northern Switzerland. The bodies of 4 people were found in the house, and it soon became clear that they had been killed before the fire broke out. The victims were 48-year-old Carla Schauer-Freibergaus, her 13-year-old and 19-year-old sons, and the older son's girlfriend. The assailant entered the family's house by posing as a school psychologist. He tied up the 3 teenagers and forced Schauer-Freibergaus to withdraw 10,000 Swiss francs and 1,000 euro at banks, then tied her up also and sexually abused the younger son. He murdered all 4 by slashing their throats and set fire to the house. The cantonal police offered a reward of 100,000 francs for information. For 5 months, the killer remained elusive, but the investigation led in May 2016 to the arrest in a Starbucks in Aargau of a 33-year-old student, Thomas Nick. His DNA as well as his fingerprints were identified at the crime location, and he gave a comprehensive confession. He coached youth football and had no criminal record. The prosecutors have never disclosed how they caught him, but location records of his phone, which cell sites the phone had connected to during the day of the crime, and internet search history played a role in identifying him as a suspect. He did not know the victims and apparently sought them out because of the younger son. When he was apprehended, the police found cable ties, adhesive tape, an old Swiss Army Ordnance pistol, and rope handcuffs in a rucksack. These were interpreted as a sign that he planned future crimes of a similar nature. Trial and sentence. In announcing the sentence, the court in Rennes, part of the canton of Vaud, said it had no doubt that the man, known as Claude D., is an extremely dangerous psychopath who is beyond treatment. He was convicted of kidnapping, sexually abusing and strangling a 19-year-old woman named Marie in 2013. Their full names are withheld in keeping with Switzerland's strict privacy laws and norms. The defense said it would appeal the court's sentence. At the time of the murder, Claude D. was already serving a 20-year sentence for the 2000 murder of another woman. Any questions about his guilt in the second murder were set aside when he led police to the woman's body in May 2013. It was hidden in a wooded area near the western Swiss city of Payerne, a largely agricultural area. The crime occurred just as Claude D. was preparing for an early release from prison, having been convicted and sentenced to 20 years for the kidnapping, rape, and murder of his girlfriend in 2000. He had been wearing an electronic ankle bracelet and serving his sentence under house arrest. An investigation later showed that his probation officer raised questions about his fitness for early release, but the judge ignored these concerns. Transfer to a psychiatric prison was never considered. Public uproar surrounding the case led to debate over the correctional system, loosening of medical confidentiality in the French-speaking cantons, and closer cooperation among the various offices. From Daily Mail UK, it says, Beast of Rupperswil, who raped a 13-year-old boy before killing him and slitting the throats of his mother, brother, and brother's girlfriend, is sentenced to life in prison. From Press TV, a small town in Switzerland has been left in a state of shock after learning that the cold-blooded killer of 4 people in December was a longtime local youth soccer coach. The 33-year-old man, identified as Thomas N., stands accused of murdering 48-year-old Carla Schauer, her 2 teenage sons, age 13 and 19, and the elder son's girlfriend, age 21. In the municipality of Rupperswil in the district of Lindsberg in the canton of Aargau on December 21st. He was arrested on Thursday when he made comprehensive confession, the Associated Press reported on Sunday. On the day of the tragic incident, the murderer secretly entered the victim's house in the town, located around 30 kilometers, 19 miles, west of Zurich. He then forced the mother to tie up and gag 3 other victims before kidnapping her in order to withdraw about 11,000 Swiss francs, $11,300, from her bank account. Upon their return to the house, he tied her up as well and raped the younger son, and then killed all 4 by slitting their throats before torching the house. Police launched a thorough investigation in the wake of the horrific event and even offered a financial reward for those who could provide clues to find the perpetrator. According to prosecutor Barbara Lopacher, the suspect is an unmarried local resident with no previous convictions or connections to the victims, and based on his confessions, police believe that he was the sole murderer in the case. While revealing the grim details of the incident on Friday, Lopacher said financial and sexual motives were his most likely incentives. In an interview with the Daily Tagesanzeiger on Saturday, Roland Wenger, a spokesman for the FC Sarmenstorf soccer club where the suspect was a coach, said that nobody in the club would have thought Thomas N. would be capable of this. He was always decent. After his apprehension, police managed to match his fingerprints and DNA to the crime scene. Police also discovered cable ties, adhesive tape, a pistol, and some prepared handcuffs made from rope, suggesting similar planned future crimes. Town Mayor Rudolf Hediger said he was relieved at the arrest, but there also was a certain amount of shame and dismay that it was really a member of our village community.